All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we are back in Van Voorst Garage. The Hellcat is completed. Got the alignment done yesterday. The back was about 2 inches off from doing the tow arms, if you're wondering. So after doing the conversion, which includes the tow arms in the back was actually off 2 inches. But they got it back into Mopar spec, SRT spec, whatever you want to call it. And had them do the front as well. So the car is driving good again. The wheels, I did notice, were still rubbing. So last night, kind of got pretty pissed off and just went to town on the grinding on the car. And I was going to film it, but I was just trying to get it done as quickly as possible. So I did more grinding on the car. I think we're finally there. But if you're wondering, if you're doing the 15-inch conversion, there is a shit ton of grinding. I'm just going to be up front with you. And a lot of people had warned me. They're like, dude, it's a lot of grinding. It's a lot of grinding. And you don't realize it till you actually get in there how much grinding has to be done. But when you think you've grinded enough, grind some more. And some of it's uncomfortable how much you actually have to take off from like the sway bar end link. I was like, man, there's a thin piece of metal holding this thing on there. But hopefully that's it. So we'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. So really what I want to make this video about is this weekend. So our track, because it doesn't get that busy, they're only open about once a month or maybe every 3 weeks for test and tune, because no one really comes out. Now, before I get into it, here's my thoughts on it. You know, I may be wrong, but here's my thought is, where I come from, in Denver at Bandmere, they have test and tune every Wednesday night. Now, yes, it gets really busy. A lot of people show up, but I think the difference is when you have it consistently every week, everyone knows, okay, it's Friday night, we go to test and tune at the track, or it's Wednesday night, let's go to test and tune as long as the weather's good, right? But I think the problem is when you only have it, you know, every third week or once a month, whatever it actually works out to be, I think it's hard for people to keep track of when the actual test and tunes are because they're specific dates rather than every other Friday or every third Friday, whatever it works out to be. I think it's just better off if you just have it every week. And then I think, you know, this is just my opinion, but I think you build consistency. So it's like when you start a car meet, because I've started a few before, and you just do it every Friday or every third Friday. You just pick the same day, and eventually it builds up because people, they remember that, oh, it's the first Friday, but there's that car meet, or oh, it's Wednesday, it's test and tune at the track. So that's just my opinion on it. But unfortunately, when you only have it once a month or the third Friday of every month, whatever the heck it works out to be, when stuff goes wrong, then you lose that day. So our track, as you know, as you've seen in previous videos, it's pretty outdated. Now the owners, they have been putting a lot of money and time into it, which is awesome. We really appreciate it. But they did have a faulty computer this week, and the part won't be in, so they have canceled test and tune, which it sucks for me because the last 4 weeks I've been working on my car just to get it ready, just to go to test and tune. And, you know, it's not that big a deal. It's a big deal for me because that's kind of what I've been building my car towards, is running it at the track. And I don't get to run it now. I got to wait. So just kind of sucks, but that's, you know, how life goes. It's timing. There's worse things that could happen, but it just kind of sucks because I rushed to get the brakes on. I rushed to get the ice tank on. I rushed to do all the grinding. I did the alignment, all that stuff. And even Kevin's car, we ran into the brake issues. He had it overnighted. The parts are coming in today, actually, so we're going to get that going again. And we're really trying to get it done before Friday, and then we found out last night that the track's actually closed on Friday. So is what it is, I guess. I've thought about going out of town this weekend to go race. I just don't know if it's worth it because the tracks I'd be looking at going are a little more strict. So if I run, you know, what I want to run, well, I'm only going to get one run in, and they're going to kick me out for not having a cage or a fire suit, all that safety bullshit. It's not bullshit, but you know what I'm saying. And I don't have any of that stuff. So I don't know if it's worth it to drive, you know, 3 to 5 hours just to run the car once and then get kicked out of the track when I really need to get some seat time and work on the 60-foot with the new tires and the new setup. So, yeah, I don't know yet. I don't know what I'm doing yet because the trailer I'd be using, our trailer is still at the shop getting fixed. from the damages of it being broken into, so I don't have a trailer to take my car yet. So that's to be determined. But today, just got to bleed the front brakes. I've already done the rear and put the front bumper back on. So let's get it back on. Okay, so if you have Brembo or Willwood, any of these big caliper brakes, and you kind of want to know where to start because there is bleeders on the outside and the inside with these brakes, as well as the Willwood. So if you're wondering, Billy, my buddy, DFW, he recommended to start the farthest away. So what you would do is on this caliper here, you would start on the outside bleeder, then go to the inside bleeder. Then you would work your way to the passenger side, inside, then outside, and then you'd work to the front passenger side, outside to inside, and then you would do the driver's side last, outside to inside. So really you're working the farthest away to the closest to the cylinder. So the brake master cylinder is under here. Pop that up real quick. So that's the brake master cylinder. So you want to work the farthest to the closest. That's the best way to make sure you get all the bubbles out for the bleeding order. That's the best way to do it. So like I said, I'm gonna finish up the front here, and then we can finally start putting this frickin' bumper back on. All right, guys, this is a big moment for me. Sounds stupid, but if you don't know, I've had the bumper off for now 7 weeks. I just went back and looked because if you remember, and if you're a true subscriber, you'll remember, but I put the ZL1 add-ons on. So see them right there. So these are what protect the lip now. You see them? There's another one over there. Anyways, those are when I originally took the front bumper off, and that was 7 weeks ago. I just looked at when the video was uploaded. It was uploaded May 30th, I believe, and which means I did it the day before, which was like May 29th. This bumper has been off for 7 weeks. Oh my gosh, I'm a bum. And really, I'll take you through the reasons why real quick. Let's put this little cover here back on. So the brakes are done, by the way. Just finished bleeding the brakes. We should be good now. Since I've done the ZL1 add-ons, I've added the catch can. So we got the Billet Technologies catch can custom mounted over here by my dumbass. Doesn't look too bad though, and it's working so far. I've had to replace the washer fluid tank because if you remember, my car was on methanol about 6 months ago and switched over to E85, so I no longer need the methanol, but this tank was tapped on the bottom, so I had to replace that. Obviously, I did the ZL1 add-ons to protect the splitter and the bumper. I've added the ice tank, so here's one of the lines, and there's the other line for the ice tank. I've painted the Brembos black. I sold my chrome race stars, put black ones on, and had to get new tires, obviously, because I sold mine as a kit. I haven't actually put the bumper back on, it's just sitting, that's why that's loose, so don't say anything. Not that it matters, but I've added these so that they stop riding on my windows at the track, so hopefully these will suffice. Added that, DFW, must be nice. Probably the biggest thing is I did the Willwood 15-inch conversion with Bogart DR10 beadlocks and Mickey Thompson ET Street Radial Pros 275 6015, and that's probably the biggest mod I've done recently. And then, like I said, the ice tank. I'll show you real quick in case you haven't seen it yet. And there's the ice tank with my custom funnel. So I still need to put all the interior back in after messing with it, but there she is. So, and yes, my car is dirty as shit. Look at this stupid Misa drew lines on the wrap. So if it scratches, it's on Misa. Obviously, we're working on Kevin's right now. If you don't know, they had sent him the Willwoods for the front and not the rear. I don't know if he's updated you guys on that, but as far as my car goes, is pretty much complete, unless I have to do some more grinding on the back. But for the most part, everything I've been doing for the last month and a half is done. And I kind of just went over the updated mods for you guys. So all I've got to do now is tighten down the bumper and put some clips back in, put a couple bolts, and she's good to go now. Of course, like I talked about earlier, the track is closed on Friday, so If I can get a hold of a trailer, I might go out of town just because I really want to run the car. You know, I've spent a lot of time and money recently over the past month and a half, like I said, to get this thing ready. So I may go out of town, but that's to be determined based on if I can get a trailer in time or not. But the car is essentially back together. So I hope you guys enjoyed that update. Like I said, lots of mods have been done, some small, some pretty large. Like I said, the car is where I want it to be now for the year. Won't see too many changes from here on out unless something breaks, which hopefully we don't. But this is, you know, when you are running this much power, not that these cars can't handle it, but stuff does break, and that's just part of life. So other than that, there won't be too many changes to the Hellcat. I've pretty much got it where I want. Biggest things coming up are We Are Mopar and some local events, but like I said, I really want to get this thing to the track, and I'd like to go out of town to race. I hadn't planned on going out of town this weekend, so I'll be scrambling to see if I can actually find a trailer. I need like a 20-footer, so yeah, he's a boat. But other than that, just want to get the car to the track, and I'll show you guys what it can actually do, and yeah. Let me know what you guys think below, what you think of the mods. I know it's taken a while, and but I've taken you guys along for the ride, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. And the Sneaky Cat is ready to attack the track, so let's see what it can go do. Make sure you guys always comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat at VanV39, and we'll see you guys on the next one.